What's up? What's happening? What's going on, gamers? K Mega 405 coming to you live from the 405 where I'm just your regular gamer. Talking to the intelligent gamers out there, man. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come through. Glad you stopped by. Here I drop gaming content, mostly Xbox news. I talk about all types of things. I'm a big, huge fan of fighters. I will start talking more about fighters going forward. And of course, I do have a stream that I do usually on Sunday nights called Fight Night Sundays, where I play all different types of fighters. Looking forward to the slate of fighters that's just come out. Because of so many great games that's been coming out this year. I haven't really put in as much time in the Street Fighter 6 as I would like to, but that gives me the Fight Night Sunday gives me an excuse to get in there and play some Street Fighter, of course, Mortal Kombat, the resurgence of Killer Instinct, and then Tekken comes down, plus all the rest of the fighters that's in between, and older fighters as well. So that's just something that I like to do, and hopefully you guys can come and check me out on Twitch. Sometimes I'll take those and put those on the channel. On YouTube, but I do my live stream with the fighters on Twitch because YouTube is really finicky when you do that. But anyway, other than that, man, let's talk about this, man. Like I tried to stay up late. I tried to stay up late. What's going on with you? Cigarette? He says, before I get this Chinese food, I'm here to say the show was booty juice. What? Come on now, talk to me, man. You really thought the show was no good? You got to explain to me. Okay, so that's what we're going to get into today, is talking about the Tokyo Game Show. I tried to stay up. I couldn't. I was maybe if I played Starfield last night, but I got caught up playing The First Descent. I really like it. Also played Sync. There was a game that I really had my eye on for a little while, but for some reason, when I did try to play it earlier yesterday, it wasn't really anybody in the lobbies. Hopefully maybe it was just one of those moments. But The First Descent is really fun for me. Now, I mean, I was just having a discussion with somebody on Twitter earlier that they were just feeling like it was just, now it's a beta. The game is going to release at some point. I'm believing this year, if not maybe early next year. But I'm having a good time playing it. I really do like it. And it's really, at this point, the only game besides Mortal Kombat 1 that's got me off of Starfield. So, but I'm really enjoying it. Graphically, it's just cool. It has a mix of the First Descent has this mix of Warframe, The Division, and Destiny all wrapped up in one. And even, some people said Anthem to me. I don't see the Anthem. But if somebody did say that, I ain't going to trip out about it. But I mean, those, but the first three games, The Division, Destiny, and Warframe, that's the vibes I get from that game. It's all meshed up into this little package, and I'm enjoying it so far for what I played. So yeah, no, it's going to be a free to play, and so but I'm going to spend money on the game. Yeah, there's no question about it. So it's all good. But anyway, you said the shooting feels like Anthem. I could see that because I know I've heard people say tell me that there's a familiar feel like with Anthem to it. So like, I mean, I guess when you are shooting, it does have that, but I feel more as like Division with the shooting. And it's kind of crazy because when I play Starfield, I like playing in that kind of Division mode, to where you with a screen where you're over the shoulder, where you're shooting kind of like in a Division. And then sometimes I like to go into first person mode. It's crazy. I love the fact that you can do that in Starfield. I really do love that. I think that's really dope. But anyway, all right, man, let's talk about the topic at hand, and that is the Tokyo Game Show. Like I said, I was trying to stay up late. I missed it by an hour. I was trying to hold out. I was trying to fight the good fight, but it just wouldn't work. It just wasn't working. What's going on with you, Lady Foxfire? And thank you guys for coming through, man. Really do appreciate it. Caught it about a few hours ago. Watched that. Watched the Capcom show, and then also watched a little bit because I was trying to stay up to watch the Xbox's Tokyo Game Show. I watched the Game Awards, the Japanese Game Awards. Crazy. Like, you wouldn't guess. People in the chat, please let me know what game you think that won Game of the Year in Japan. So, I mean, if you know what I'm saying, I mean, you got to, I'm sure some people going to have to look it up, because if you just come out and just guess, you're going to be wrong. I promise you, because I was not expecting that game to win the Game of the Year in Japan. Just kind of shows you how it's different out there than it is in the West. It's just different. Not saying that the game that they chose was a bad game, just saying that it's just different. It's just, that's it. It's just different. So I'm gonna let people see if they wanna try to guess it on here before I tell you what game it is, and then just get to it. But anyway, I just seen Sekiro come out here and said that the show was booty juice to him. So I don't know. People in the chat, let me know what you thought about the show and what you the games that you've seen so far for what you caught. I said, like I said, I sat there and watched the whole show. I myself come away, and I'm a little bit different. Like, I say this on next podcast, I say this on GRG. I go into every show event with this outlook of like how I feel like if it's good or not is what games, and it has to be a plural, like games that I see that I would want to play, that I would maybe potentially look like I want to buy or just play. And with anything, like, so I'm normally give things a higher score or a higher review than most people, because I just put it, I'll play a little bit of anything and everything. I don't have I have my preferences, of course, but I've learned over the years of me gaming is that you might miss out on something if you just have a straightforward point of view about how you game. Like, when some people come out and they tell me, well, I can never play, a Final Fantasy, or I can never play a RTS, or like a tactics game, or like XCOM, or Gears of War Tactics, things like that, or Halo Wars 2. I'm always trying to further my gaming experience by reaching out to games that may not interest me, because I've been surprised playing certain games that just kind of like, yeah, no, on the surface it may look like it's like, it ain't something I'll give it, and I caught myself playing maybe 3 to 5 hours of it, and then thinking about like, you know what, I think I'm going to get that game and have it for something for later, for when those moments when we all have it, to where we're kind of bored with everything else that we've played over and over again, and then we just need that different type of game to kind of get the juices flowing again and get us right back into it again, instead of just kind of just playing the same games over and over and over again. So when I go into these shows, I'm looking for something that's different, and I come out and I'm like, that game is kind of interesting. But Tokyo Game Show, to me, it was not a disappointment. I was not expecting. Now I'll take my L, because I did say that Final Fantasy became. I should have used my own logic. That's my problem. I should have used my own logic on the things that I said before, right? Like, I said that Xbox gamers will not get the Final Fantasy Remake series until after they're done with whatever that they're doing with this saga. Now, if it's after Rebirth, or if it's a trilogy, from my understanding, I believe that it's a trilogy. So after that, and I've said this, is that's when we'll get it, probably a year after that. So we could be looking at the end of the generation, or it could be one of those first titles that will come to Xbox on the new hardware, since now we kind of got an indication that in 2028 is where they're slated to come out with the new Xbox. So that could be probably the time frame of when we see Final Fantasy. So should have used my own logic on that, but I did not. I got caught up into the hype, and then I said some stuff, and so I had to take the L for it, which is fine. But anyway, so the Final Fantasy thing is scratched out, right? And Forspoken, and I should have used that as well, because that's a 2-year exclusivity, and it just came out this year. So I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I think because of the fact that new management, things is different, and so maybe that they maybe upped some some arrangements or something of that nature. But no, that's just not how it is. It's a 2-year exclusivity rights. Sony is not going to let that go, no matter if that game sells or not. So it is whatever it is. So anyway, so let me see what Foxfire said. She said, looking forward to what you have to say. I missed it because my doggy was sick all night, and that's the only time, 5 a.m. I had to window to sleep. Oh, yeah, sorry about your dog. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully your dog is doing a lot better now. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, life comes first over these video games. There is no question about that. And so I need to understand why this thing keeps on flickering like that. I don't know. But anyway, regardless. Let's see what it says. Or maybe they can't say anything until the release on PlayStations to disrupt sales. You're probably right. Either way, the Final Fantasy thing, it is what it is. Blah blah blah. Right. But I just want to kind of go over the stuff that they showed. They showed Dragon's Dogma 2, which is also that they showed on the Capcom event, which I watched that. I have the first one. Really good. Didn't beat it, but it's cool. I like it for what I played, but again, it's in the backlog. Don't know whenever I'll get to the first one. So then the second one is definitely on the radar, is on the antenna. The antenna's up for it, but it's not something that I don't think that it will be a day one for me, because the slate of games that's coming out is just nuts. Let's see. Okay, can we get this going again? All right, so Wulong. Not enough people talk about. There's 2 particular games in here that not enough people talk about, and Wulong is one of them. Wulong is really, really good. Unfortunately, that I've just been caught up into so many other games that's caught in this way that it's not like I've put a lot of time into Wulong, but I have played enough to know that the game is special. The game is worth the purchase. It's not worth just playing it on Game Pass. The game is worth buying. Trust me on that. That game is worth buying. If you like anything, if you like Sekiro, if you like Elden Ring, if you like what is that? Bloodborne. If you like any game that's in that wheelhouse, that it's tough, or I would even say even like Ninja Gaiden, things like that. Like, the game is difficult, but the game is not as difficult as you think once you get past that first boss. That first boss was a bitch. And then and I was like, yo, if this game is going to be like this is going to be nuts. I'm going to have to really get myself right. But, appreciate Dark Optimus telling me, because he beat the game and he told me, he's like, look, once you beat that first boss, the game slows down for you. It's not as difficult. Matter of fact, it doesn't really get difficult he said for him until you got towards the later end when you was fighting the last boss and things like that. But there's a lot of leeway in between where it's not as difficult, which is good. So I finally got past that first boss and then start going through and start seeing that the game is a lot easier, but again, had to put it down. But there was over here announcing the DLC 2, which I did not get the DLC. I will, like I said, I think this game is well worth buying. So not just for the Game Pass, but just for the fact that the game is just dope. It's just a kick-ass game. What's going on with you, Big Mo? Let's see. Okay, now this is the other one right here. This thing right here, I'm gonna let this gameplay ride on this one. Man, this 100 Hero, I'm not going to even try to say the first name, so whatever something Chronicles, Chronicles. But the 100 Heroes, this game right here, bro, not enough people. And I had somebody in the chat when I posted that on Twitter X earlier. There was somebody like, man, we talk about it like 4 times for the last 4 years or whatever. And that's fine. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are, but I'm glad that you're talking about it. But I'm talking about it in a sense for the Xbox gamers that I know. And for even the Xbox game, for the Japanese game lovers, I know. I have not seen a lot of people really bring this game up. I mean, when I first seen it, I was like, yo, this looks dope. And it reminds me of what? I think it's Shodoken. I think that's what you call the old games back on the PlayStation. On the PlayStation 1. Now, I mean, they had like 6, 7, 8 of them. I played like two or three of them. I know I played two for sure, but I haven't played any more after that. But I really did like the concept of it, especially having all those characters on the screen. It was really, really, really dope. But this game looks really, 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 really fire. I am looking forward to this. It comes out I think in January of 2024. It is not a Game Pass game, but this game is getting my money. I'm buying this game day one, hands down. It's going to be right there on the list. That's all I know right now. The only thing I can think of right now is this and Tekken. You know what I'm saying? I know that there'll probably be something else in January that's going to drop that I'm going to have that's going to get my attention. But this, 100 Heroes and Tekken, January. Like, oh yeah, Prince of Persia. That's the other game. I knew there was another game, Prince of Persia. So those three games, Prince of Persia, Tekken, well, let me say this right properly. Tekken, the mighty Tekken, then 100 Heroes, and then Prince of Persia. Those three games for sure. I'm copping. So yeah, I really am looking forward to that game right there. Then there was more stuff they were talking about here, which was pertaining with Elden Ring's online ECO, which I tell you, my homeboy is so far ahead of that game. Like I just put it down. I should be riding with him, joining his guild, and then getting down so then I could get all the perks and riches. But see, there's so many games like this right now. Like I was just telling you, I was playing First Descent, and then, there's still Diablo, which I went crazy on. And then now I haven't played Diablo in about a month now. And then, just so many games like this right now. So ESO is not a game that I don't think that I'll ever get on and play, but I know that it's huge. And what's crazy for them showing that in Japan is pretty wild. And then I guess it's because of it's getting Japanese localization, which I've seen a lot of people from the East talk about that they need Microsoft to do more of that. So that's a good look for them to do that and to add that. Of course, they showed the Gold of Racers. And listen, let's just look at this greatness. Look at this greatness. I cannot understand how anybody in their right mind can look at Forza Motorsport and then try to tell me that GT7 is the better looking game. I just can't. I can't. It just I don't understand it. Like if you say that that's a better game, if the GT7 is a better game than Forza to you, that is all right. You know what I'm saying? Every gamer thinks differently. Every gamer loves games differently than the other. That's great. That's fine. But looks, come on now, stop it. What's going on with you? Yo, Callie, what's going on with you, brother? But looks, come on, man. Look at this again. Look at this again. Look at this again. Look at this again. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Stop this. Stop talking. Stop trying to talk bad up on it. Man, listen. GT7, it's always going to be one of my favorite racers. Always. It's the granddaddy of them all. You know what I'm saying? Of sim racers, right? But Forza's just better, man. Forza's just better. It's just better. It's just better. Just better. I think some more outstanding news, and I think the relationship between Sega and Microsoft is so strong. And people keep talking about Game Pass, right? And Game Pass is not sustaining and doing this. All of the Yakuza games, except for the spinoffs, which is Judgment and Lost Judgment, are on Game Pass and are now on Xbox. Every last Yakuza game is on, except for the one game that was on PlayStation 3. That was I believe a Japanese port. Anyway, I think that game, that's the only game that's not there. That's not in on Xbox's library right now. There might be a couple of more that I missed going through, like maybe from PlayStation, because I don't even know when Yakuza actually started. Did Yakuza start on the PlayStation era? I believe so. I don't know if there was a Yakuza game during the PlayStation 1 era. I believe when I first seen Yakuza was on PlayStation 2. So I don't know. People in the chat, please correct me if I'm wrong. Lady Foxfire, you already got that Forza installed? No doubt. It's coming out here in about a week and a half. Forza's dropping for the early adopters in a week and a half. Well, a little bit. Well, hold on. I'm still. Well, it's Thursday. It's only the 21st. I don't know why I'm thinking that this is the last week of September, but I would say close to maybe 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, let's just say 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, Forza's dropping. And I know some of you is just now. I've seen some people just now dropping. Getting finished with Starfield. I'm still so deep in, and I'm like. I don't know. I'm like 40 hours in. Yeah, no, I'm not even close to being done for all the stuff that I'm doing. I'm just being a maniac, just going all over the place, just doing nonsense right now. So it's going to be a while, but Forza's going to get in that rotation for sure. There is not a Forza Motorsport that I have not put my hands on and enjoyed. I love them. I love them all ever since I played them from 4. So I mean, I haven't. So I'm late to the party on Forza. And the fourth installment was the first one I played, and fell in love with Forza ever since, man. So looking forward to that. But back to this. Game Pass is just amazing, right? Like, and then just seeing this is spectacular. To just see the Yakuza series, all of those games on Xbox, it makes me just excited inside. Like, this is because, look, man, I just look back to last generation and just the desperation that I was over here pleading like, Xbox, please, let's get some Japanese games in here, man. Let's get some Asian games in here, man. Please, man, what y'all doing? What we're doing. But as everything does, especially in this industry, it takes time, and you got to mend those relationships. So it's really good stuff. Yeah. So Yakuza was PlayStation 2. That's what I thought, because I never ever. Yakuza started in the PlayStation 2 era with terrible dubs. Yeah, no, the dubs were horrible. But that's why I remember when I first played my very first Yakuza was on the PlayStation 2. But I didn't want to come out there and seem like I knew what I was talking about if it did come on the PlayStation 1, because I didn't remember it. But yeah, good stuff. But anyway, as you can see right here, it's saying this guy's talking about Like a Dragon is going to be dropping. Just all of them, like I guess the Ishin, which I picked up Ishin the same day that it picked up. So, and I'm not one of these people that get pissed off when I get a game and then it comes out on Game Pass later, because most likely if you've seen a certain franchise on Game Pass, then most likely it's going to be on Game Pass. So let's say, for instance, Scarlet Nexus, right? There was no question. I even said that it was going to be in Game Pass. I thought it was going to be announced on that E3 event, but it was announced right after that. But I bought Scarlet Nexus day one, don't trip out about that at all. And then most likely, so when the next Scarlet Nexus drop, I'm sure that's going to be in Game Pass. And that might be a day one on Game Pass because Scarlet Nexus was not day one on Game Pass when it first launched, when I picked it up. But I don't get mad like that. I see some people get in the comment sections or on social media, I should have waited. If you really wanted the game, if you think the game is dope, why you should have waited? I understand that you probably trying to save a little bit of cash, but no. So Ishin, for me, like, I'm happy just to have it. I mean, I'm going to support my Japanese games. Not all of them, of course, because I don't like every Japanese game that's ever been made. But for the games that I know that I like, I'm going to get them. And if they land on Game Pass later, that's fine. If I'm budgeting and I can't get that game and it lands on Game Pass later on, then that's even sweeter. But most likely I'm going to go ahead and buy it on discount at a later date. So it is what it is. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm really happy about that. But the one crazy thing too is that the Lost, the spinoffs, the Lost series, they're all tied to, like I said, they're a spinoff to Yakuza. Lost Judgment and Lost Judgment. They're not on Game Pass, and I don't know if they will be on Game Pass. They might eventually, but look, if you look at it from a standpoint of like in a perfect world, then you would want them all on there. But really, in all actuality, if you're one of those people that's saying, well, they all should be on there, man, they should, and man, those games are on sale. Those games are cheaper now. Just go ahead and spend the money and go ahead and get them, man, because they are dope. They are really good. I mean, I bought Judgment on PlayStation because it came out on PlayStation first. It was timed exclusive. And the Lost Judgment, by that time, it was already on Xbox, and so I went and picked that up. So anyway, that's a really good look for Game Pass, really good look for Xbox, really good look for just gamers in general. And then this was another game right here. I don't know how many people, because I didn't see people talk about this game either. This game looks crazy. This game looks crazy as hell. Hotel Barcelona, like it's not something like overly spectacular. It's just wild. Like it just looks like a really cool, fun game to jump in and play. So if you have not seen anything about it, if you haven't heard about it yet, like I said, I'm gonna let it run, let you see it. But I think it's really good. What's going on with you, Silent Cypher? He said it shows Microsoft's resilience to get in the Japanese market, and that was going to be my point. Oh damn! Okay, I thought it was going to show the show. Can you show me the trailer? Okay, there we go. So there we go. I don't know what this flickering thing is. It might be because of something was going on the screen. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this is the game going in action. It's just a cool looking game. I mean, you're walking around with saws. I mean, of course, this is so Japanese, but it looks dope. I would play the hell out of this in a heartbeat. And that's, to me, what I look at it shows. I look at it for like, would I play this game? Would I get down on this? Not as like, oh man, is it popular? Is it going to make somebody look and laugh at me because I'm playing this game? I give two shits about that. It's about me. It's about me. And I play what I want to play. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if somebody's, Game Pass fodder. I don't know. Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. I don't know what hold on, let me change it here. And then maybe we won't get the fluttering thing. Maybe it's got something to do with, I don't know. Maybe it had to do something because I put it on my third screen. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so it probably has something to do with that. Maybe I need an update on that screen or something like that. I don't know. But regardless, my whole point about this is that like this game looks really cool. I don't know. I thought overall, because they showed they didn't show tons of stuff, but they showed enough to make me realize that Xbox is doing a really good job in this sense. And then, here we go. Like I went to IGN because that was the first thing I was going to show was IGN stuff. And then I was like, and so of course I read comments and they were coming out saying the craziest shit. Like, well, I was expecting innovation and only thing we got, it may be the site. I don't know. I'm sorry about that, guys, but you got the gist of it. There was a couple of more games in here to talk, but when I was reading some of these people's comments on the IGN, it was like, well, there was not any innovation. I was expecting an announcement for a handheld. Just shows how Xbox is so behind the times. And I'm just reading this like, hold on, wait a minute. No innovation. And really, when you're looking at the Tokyo Game Show, they're usually just game reveals. They're not usually any hardware or any type of reveals like that. But at the same point, you still want to take a knock at Xbox because they're reaching out to a Japanese audience, to Asian players out there, and trying to, and then not only for that, just for that market, but for the overall market for people who are fans of Japanese Asian games. Like, you don't see the potential in that, but you're talking about handhelds and no innovation. Like, I mean, if you're saying that with the games that you've seen, because these were mostly games from Japanese developers, you're saying that their games are innovative. That's what you're saying. Like, instead of taking a knock at Xbox, you're really taking a knock at these developers that's providing these games. So I just, what I'm saying? Like, and I would wonder if PlayStation showed any of these games at their conference or if their showcase, how would they react? in those comments. Like I just couldn't, I couldn't believe it, man. I just can't believe it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, bro, Cypher, they're wild, man. Like you talking about, you're talking about a handheld, what, a handheld? And then, like, it just shows how like they didn't pay attention. Of course, these people didn't pay attention to the leaks, and so they just went crazy and you know what I'm saying, because they were talking about one person made the comment saying, well, if Xbox is so behind the times because I really want them to get into a position to where they can have their games come into the cloud and on PC and on this at the same time without me having to go and log in on the Xbox and things like that. And I'm like, well, in the leaks, they're going to do that. You know, like when I said in my video last week, yesterday, full convergence. You'll be able to do all that. Like, they're going to have all that set up and ready to go. But I'm just sitting here like, I mean, can we just talk about the games that was displayed instead of just talking about what Xbox can't do, what Xbox shouldn't do? Because there was those comments in there as well that was saying that, oh, well, you know, Xbox shouldn't even be trying in the Japanese market. They should give it up. That's the same narratives that we've been hearing for years. But constantly, it was just like what Cypher said. Xbox resilience is incredible. Last generation, all you have to do is go to last generation, seeing any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, Game Pass was already dead on arrival to those guys. And then you're looking at this and you're looking at this list. Let me tell you right here. Let me just go up here, right here, and tell you this, right? Wulong would have never, last gen would have never, if Wulong came out last gen, that would have been a PlayStation PC exclusive. That game would have never seen the light of day on Xbox. Never seen the light of day on Xbox. 100 Heroes, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Yakuza, we already know the answer to that. Yakuza would, yeah, no. Yakuza would Yakuza, no Yakuza, all on PlayStation. That's it. Hell, PC gamers would have been begging for Yakuza Ison and for the new Yakuza and other stuff. And wait, maybe that would have dropped on Xbox. But you know what they would have called that? And if this was going to be on Game Pass, which I don't think this is on Game Pass, but if they say this was a Game Pass title, it would be called Game Pass fodder, right? Exo Primal. That's a tough one. I would still say no, but I think because of the multiplayer, I think Capcom would have went ahead and just said, you know what, and Sony would have just probably left that alone because single player was such a high impactful discussion last gen for them. So Exo Primal would have probably been on Xbox. My lovely Empress. No, it would have been on Xbox. It would have not been. It would have not been on Xbox. I'm just letting you know that right now. I'm really getting tired of this crazy stuttering on here. Yeah, like I said, Yakuza, okay, Fallout, we already know that. Persona, we already know that. We already know. Persona would have never seen the light of day on Xbox last gen because it didn't. It didn't. It didn't. It didn't. You know what I'm saying? This game here, you said you can't get Animal Crossing on Xbox, but the next game is pretty darn close. So this is kind of like I guess an Animal Crossing type game for Xbox. Hold on, I need to. Oh yeah, okay, I remember seeing this again. Oh okay, I do remember seeing this. This game was not on my radar. I just kind of overlooked it. I was looking at it and I was kind of like, oh, okay, this is cute, but this is not for me because Animal Crossing isn't for me. So, all right, okay. So, yeah, okay. Now I remember seeing it now after seeing that because there was this thing that got stamped on the house when when the kid was talking to his dad. And of course, here we go again. So this is the site. This has nothing to do with, oh man, see, look, okay. Just jump back up. All right. So let me try to go a little bit further. That sucks. I hate that this thing is doing that. Let me see if no, don't do that. That ain't gonna change anything. Anyway, but this game, bro, I say it wouldn't, but it might. It might. You said, Cypher, you said this show could have been a string of YouTube Xbox vids like they do with other games. That's true. Most of the Japanese games wouldn't have never came to Xbox last year. No, no, absolutely not. Oh, shout out to my boy Don. Look at him in the advertisement. Let's go. Go check out his Starfield gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Go check out my boy Don's game. Shout out to him. Come on now. All right, let's get to the next one. All right, so this game, yeah, this game would most likely probably come to Xbox. The Wrath of Alhefa? I don't know. Let me be country. Clown me on me trying to say this name. I don't know. The game looks cool. I'm not going to say that I would be playing it, but knowing me, I probably would catch myself playing it on one of those modes where I'm kind of bored of playing the same stuff. And then I was like, okay. And then this game is dope. And then somebody's going to have to remind me, Mega, you said, this wasn't on your radar, which it isn't. But like I say, I'll play anything just to get the experience, just to know. And I put enough time. And you know what? Let me shout out to these two dudes. Their Japanese was hella fluent. Like, you hear when Phil and Sarah Bond, if you checked out the show and listened to them, they were struggling, saying, they did the Onichiwa, cool. But then when they was trying to break down a couple of words or whatever, no, those dudes were fluent as hell. Let's shout out to them. Where they at? Shout out to these guys here. Shout out to you guys right here. Shout out to you guys. Your man, you was spitting it. Like I promise you, they sounded like they were, and they probably be part Asian. They look like they might be, but regardless, they fluent. Yeah, just really, they sounded great. You know what I'm saying? So, and anyway, like I said, this game doesn't look bad at all, right? Like, looks cool. It looks cool. You know what I mean? But it's just that I don't know. With everything that's out, and my backlog is getting bigger and bigger and bigger as this is doing this again. Oh my goodness. It's just one of those things where it's like, where do you have the time? Another big, this was a big one. I thought this was a real big one because, and this is kind of like the pattern of what we know now of kind of like how Square Enix is kind of working, right? And that's why when people were complaining about Octopath Traveler 2 not being on Xbox when it was talked about last year, I was telling people, be patient. It's coming. It's going to come. They're not going to bring the first game and then not bring the second game. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm very, very happy about it as well. You know what I'm saying? I will definitely get this. I got the first one. I'm going to get this. Beautiful, beautiful game. Like I can't express to you how beautiful this game is. It's crazy how beautiful this game looks. And also, hold on, let me pause this right here. Let me take this back right here. I can't do anything right now. Come on, Windows Central. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to hit Jez up and say, man, y'all get y'all shit out of this bouncing. What's going on, man? Anyway, all right. There's something I wanted to show you right here, and again, a lot of people don't pay attention to this. Move that out the way. Xbox Windows. That is a Play Anywhere title, and there's a lot of these games that's here. Is Play Anywhere. I was reading what Dark Optimus was saying. He says no country, and he says no country K. He said no. Oh, I got you. You said you ain't gonna let me slide on that. Okay, I got you. But anyway, a lot of these titles that were shown are in Play Anywhere titles, and so by that, if you're not familiar with that, if you have a gaming PC, laptop, whatever, if you're playing that game on Xbox, you can play that game also on PC for free. If you own that title, or if that title is on Game Pass, right? But Octopath Traveler is not going to be a Game Pass game. I do not think it might. I don't think that I've seen anything about Game Pass on this one. But anyway, regardless, it could eventually come. But we didn't see anything. But when I bought Octopath Traveler for Xbox, it automatically comes into when you look into your game feed on PC. through either the Windows Store or through the Game Pass app on your PC, and it's free. And your saves get transferred over. So whatever that you play from at that point, from when you was on Xbox or on PC or vice versa, and you switch over to the Xbox to turn it on to play it, right there, right there. Beautiful thing. I've been looking more and more for Play Anywhere titles. I really have. You know what I'm saying? There's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? There's the GOAT, Sarah Bond, right there, looking clean in the green. Let's go. Another game. I mean, Persona. Persona definitely would not have been on Xbox last gen. It was not. And if we were still going going back to my original point of saying what I was hearing in the comments about Xbox not innovating and not doing anything like that. Listen, having having the Persona games on Xbox, I don't think people know how monumental that is. Like, that is ridiculously insane. If you asked me this 2017, would Persona ever come to Xbox? I would have said no. I would have said no. You asked me this in 2016, 2017, I would have said no. It's just not in the cards. And it just seems like because Japan just doesn't feel that Xbox gamers care enough about the game or the franchise to put it on Xbox. How things have changed in a matter of 4 years is incredible. You would say 3 years, really. I mean, since the Series X is approaching its third year, but I mean, it's incredible. And now this is a game right here that I really, really have on my radar heavily. This is up here with the 100 Heroes. I'm really stoked about this game. This Power World, I've been looking at it for this and a game called Doki V. Doki V and this I've been watching for some years now, and just been yo, this is crazy. You're like Pokemon with guns? Are you kidding me? And now it's just, you know what I'm saying? No, come on, man. Come on, guys. What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing here? If Ham Solo was in here, he would be telling me that my PC's struggling right now. And it's not my PC. But look at this, bro. This looks hot. This looks hot to me. I'm really, 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 really stoked about this game. Look at this. Look at that. He's got a little Pokemon. Look at that shit. That's dope. Come on, man. That's dope. Look at that. Now that only game looks really, really good. But I mean, everybody's having a strap. Like, look at that. Like, hold on. Let me back this up. Look at that. Hold on. Look at this, man. Hold on, man. What we doing? Come on, man. Stop putting these advertisements on here. Look at that. Look at this big mofo right here. He got a grin like he about to put in work on you. Look at, he's like, yeah. You can hear that goofy laugh that he does. Come on, man. You're taking away the fun. What is going on here? Look at that. Look at that. Bro has a little pistol, man. Look at that. He got a little AK running around. Look at this. Look at this. Like, if it was a real Pokemon, what would you think that thing be called? And he got a strap, bro. I love it. I want it, and I gotta have it. Now the question is it going to be like a free-to-play game or what? That's the one thing I don't think it is. But anyway, yeah, no, it's Pokemon with guns and straps and bombs. I love it. I want them all. And then here comes the Ace. See, now they got the Ace Attorney games. Now, look, there's something that, bro, Kermit, they got straps, bro. I gotta have it, man. I gotta have it. That is fire. I gotta have it. Hold on. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna play around with this. You ain't doing me like this. I'm going straight to YouTube itself. We're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch this trailer together. Hold on, let me turn this down so that, I don't want YouTube to come after me. You play this music. Look at this, man. This looks so dope. Man, creative creation is kind of weird, but it doesn't matter. Look at that. Look how beautiful this game looks. Like, and then people talk about like cartoon graphics. These graphics look sweet. Look at this. I am gonna stop it with dude with the strap though. I gotta stop it on that. Look at that! Oh, they make it. Look at whoa. Man, these little bastards is making all different types of straps. Look at this, man. They got a black market for straps for Pokemons. Look at them. They suffer. Look at that. Look at that thug right there. That little I bet he's the coldest. I wonder if he's like the Pikachu of your little, Pokemon creature things. I don't even know what they call them. You know what I'm saying? Well, I see something that says pocket pair. I don't know what they're called. Oh, they're called pals. Okay, so it's a pal. It's a pal. But look at that. That little bastard is totem, son. Got a grin on his face. He about to take something off the set. He ain't playing. Look at that. Look at him. Look, he just sit there. And this big one right here, look at that, bro. And you on the back of that, man. Come on now. Come on. So, because I know the game is going to have PvP elements in it. And listen, I'm getting Big Hoss right here. That's what he's going to. My pal, that's Big Hoss. I'm going to have me a crew. I'm gonna have a crew, and Big Hoss is gonna be there. Now, if you could change the colors of these things or whatever, and what if they can evolve? That would be dope. I don't know, but listen. But bro, that's what I'm saying. Yo, he got an AK rolling. Look at this. But no, Big Hoss right here. Big Hoss. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see my little avatar on the back of this on Big Hoss. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to light you up. I'm gonna light your ass up. I'm gonna get you, son. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna put lead in you. Look at that. Man, look at all that. Look at that. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hot ones coming at you at once. Oh my God. And it's gonna be all them rounds. Look at that. Let loose. See, they don't want to show them let loose. Because that's the end. You won. And so you got these faction leaders. I guess if you want to choose if you fight against them or you choose to party up with them, I don't know. Look at that. That looks impressive. That's impressive. Oh, and this little bat. Okay, hold on. Let's look. Okay. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this. Oh, look at man. This shit look hot. I'm getting this. Look at that. Look at that. Man, you got tornadoes. Man, look at this, bruh. Oh, man. Yo, we got to get in here, man. I know I can't talk down to playing something like this with me, but bro, we're going to have to get in here, man. I'm going to have to get, you know what I'm saying? My quest to get, okay, we're back. All right, sorry about that, guys. I got too many things going on right now. Now my PC is saying it's cooking. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, man, calm your ass down. All right, so anyway, Power World, that's it for me. That and 100 and 100 heroes are my games, man. Are my games. And again, like I say, Wulong for sure. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Let me go back and pick this up. Where'd I go? What did I do? All right. Power World for sure. Ace Attorney trilogy. It's a play anywhere title for those who's interested. I don't know if I'm interested in it. I'm going to give it a try. I've never played any of them. I never played any of them. I've seen them. I've you know what I'm saying? I like playing with Ace Attorney when I'm playing Marvel vs. Capcom, but I don't know. But you know what? I need to give it a shot. It's going to be in Game Pass. And see, that's the beauty of Game Pass right there, is that you can go ahead and you can try this game out. And if you don't like it, cool. If you do, then you're going to fall in love with it and you'll just spending more money on some games. But anyway, Party Animals, not interested. You know, Xbox 448 will swear up and down that this is going to be the greatest thing ever. It is cute that they got Ori in there and Ori's caretaker, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like his mom or whatever, but you know, but it was cute, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, Party Animals, I'd rather be playing something else. I'd rather be punching somebody and stabbing somebody in the throat than playing that. And so anyway, think that was about it. I think that was about it. Yeah, that was about it. I don't know. I gave the show an 8 out of 10 just for just what's going on. Azelle, what's going on, man? Greetings. You say Cypher, you say play them? He said they're great. Like, no, there has not been one person that has played the Ace games, that's played the attorney games, and said that they were bad. I've just never gave him a shot. I've never played it, never played them, and so I won't. I will never say that a game is trash because I never played it. It's just never caught my interest like that. But I do need to see it. I do need to experience it for myself, and then I'll definitely let you know. So for Cypher, for you, brother, I'm finna go ahead and I'm finna play one. I'm finna play one because I do. Do I have one? I don't know. And if not, then I'll just wait until this one drops on Game Pass. I don't know I think they're releasing real soon. Hold on, let me check. Early 2024. Okay. Matter of fact, okay. So hold on. The Ace Attorney. Okay. So the Ace Attorney trilogy will be dropping on Game Pass on the 26th. So that's 5 days from now. So that's next week. Okay, and then the Ace Attorney games follow the adventures of the defense, whatever. And then there's another trilogy that's going to be coming out in 2024. So I will give it a try next week. I promise you that, Cypher. And I'll let you know. I'll even have some gameplay up on GRG or whatever, or me just doing another video, my thoughts video or whatever. Or we'll see next week. I got on my channel the crossover with Ham Solo, and then so if I don't have it there, then I can have it. Then we'll see if we can have Devin the Gamer next week as well. So you'll see the gameplay. I'll have it up once it comes up. I'll show the gameplay of it. But to go over here right fast to give you my games again, my picks, which I know a lot of people is going to enjoy. Dragon's Dogma 2. I still got to be the first one to really get a full experience of it. I do think that it's a dope game for what I played, but it's just not enough. Wulong, get it. I'm telling you, if you haven't, try it. It's still in Game Pass. It's got the DLC, but I'd say the game is so worth it. Buy it. I think you won't be disappointed with that. These are the games I'm going over and saying my highlights. Okay, Wulong. Of course, I've been talking about this a million times. The 100 Heroes. That's probably my number 2. That's the number 2. That's the number 2 for me. Forza, of course, I love Forza, so this is a Japanese game show. This isn't this is different. I'm cool about that, about Yakuza. Cool about that, but that's not my top. Here we go. Wulong, 100 Heroes, Hotel Barcelona, excited about Persona, but no, we're moving on down. Octopath Traveler 2, that's definitely in there. And of course, you know where I'm going. This is the one. This is the king, ladies and gentlemen. This is the king of the show to me. Pal World. Let's look at it one more time on the way out of here, man. And you know what I'm saying? Let's just look at this one more time. I just see the little creature with the strap, with the AK rocking, big hoss, you know what I'm saying, with the Gatling gun. Yo, I'm ready. And of course, y'all gonna do me like this because you're just disrespectful or whatever. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You're just telling me I need to get out of here, which I will. No, forget that. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and risk it all. Let's risk it all, ladies and gentlemen. Let's risk it all. Let's watch it. One more time on the way out. One more time. Hey, thank you so much, Angel Hazel. You know what I'm saying? Henosis, aka Henosis, man. Appreciate it. He says, great work. Okay, Mega, man. Thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate it. All right. This is the one. Number 1 game for me on the Tokyo Xbox Tokyo Game Show. Power World. I'm getting it. I don't care where it's at. I'm copping. I'm playing. Yobi, you're gonna have to join me, man. We're gonna have to get our little pals and get them popping, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I gotta get that little thug right there, and then Big Hoss. I gotta get the little thug and Big Hoss. That's what I gotta get. I gotta get it. I gotta get him. We gotta do it. Gotta do it. I gotta get it, and I can't wait. I'm looking forward to this. I know this game has been delayed a lot too, so you know what I'm saying. So I'm pretty sure this will be a game that'll probably pop out sometime middle of next year or something like that. Maybe towards the end. I don't know if it comes out first quarter. That's gonna be impressive. But yeah, this game is getting copped. Just like Doki V. I'm really excited about it. You gonna join me? Let's go. You said Bugs House. He said Big Holes, Big Holes, Big Holes. That's what's all Big Holes, bro. Big Holes. And what's his name is Tansy. Tansy. That's what the little monkey looking thing is. Is Tansy? Yeah, little thug, man, little Tansy thug. Wait, hold on. Let me look at this one right fast. What? Fox Parks. Damn, look at that shit just pop, 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 pop. Man, this is fire, bro. Man, I love this already. And then she throw that little ball at that. Yes. Yes. No. No, join me. Let's go. This game got me have a smile on my face. I play the hell out of this game. Is absolutely super cute with all the right thuggery I need in it to make myself feel like it's not overly cute. This looks dope though. I don't know. This game looks really great to me. Yeah, Power World is it, man. Power World is it. Power World is it. Look, they got man, boy, Nintendo should be tearing their ass up, boy. That's probably why it's been delayed so much because Nintendo's like, nope, you're gonna have to alter this. You're gonna have to alter that. That looks too much like Mew or Mewtwo or whatever the because I don't know all them damn Pokemon's names. But yeah, this looks crazy. This looks really fun though. Power World, I'm all on it, man. If Nintendo was smart, they would go ahead and buy this developer. You know what I'm saying? Just buy them. Just get them. Risk it all. Anyway. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, I give the show an 8 out of 10. And also, Solid Summer said, hashtag super cute thuggery. I love it. Let's go. Hashtag super cute thuggery. Also, for the game, I still didn't see anybody post the game that won Game of the Year in Japan. I'm looking to look and see if I've seen anybody post it. No, nobody did post it. The game that won Game of the Year in Japan was Monster Hunter World. That's crazy. When I saw it, because they had God of War, they had they had a huge list. They had about looked like about 7 to 8 games. They had Xenosaga. They had another Nintendo game up there. I can't remember which one it was. But anyway, it was, games from last year. But Monster Hunter won. So that's pretty impressive out there. Just kind of shows you how just gamers just build different in different places of the world, man. So it's just not all about just certain things about this and that. It's just whatever you love is whatever you love. So anyway, but man, thank you guys so much. We'll be on the next podcast tonight on Xbox 448's channel at 7 p.m. Central. I hope you guys will come and check us out. Also, Ham Solo got a really cool guest coming on. He's unfortunately comes on around the same time that next podcast come on. So either way, you know what I'm saying, catch next podcast live or catch it afterwards or vice versa with Ham Solo. But I really do like the guest that he's picked up. It's for mental health and gaming, things like that. I think that's going to be a very interesting show. So I will definitely check it out later on, probably this weekend. You know what I'm saying, in support of what, what Ham does out there. But yeah, man, come and check us out over there with next podcast. Me, Pred, Dark Optimus, and of course, Xbox 448, because we're definitely going to be talking about some crazy stuff about these leaks and just everything else that we've been seeing. And then Friday, GRG, the sober edition. We will get down, we'll get busy. Won't be any guests this week, but we will definitely be ready to go. And hope you guys will come and check us out Friday night. So, man, but thank you as always for checking my thoughts out. And, man, we are out of here, man. Have a good